Smith door scraper mat because it is completely all spoken for. All right, guys, it's cold out there. It's cold in the studio. Are you as cold as I am? Well, I want to show you something that is a beautiful home decor item. It's a piece of furniture that is also an infrared heater. So you can get that perfect zone heating anywhere you want it. Amazing price. We've taken $50 off, $25 in change on FlexPay, free shipping for a piece of furniture. We're going to show you how beautiful this is and how well it works coming up right after our break about J. King.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
We're celebrating the new year with great deals all weekend long. From December 29th through January 1st, enjoy special pricing on your favorite brands like Bissell, Juicy Couture, and Origami. And don't miss these exclusive offers. Up to 50% off and 5 FlexPay on J. King. Up to 40% off on kitchen essentials. And up to 25% off on this season's hottest electronics. And join us for a special New Year's Eve countdown with Adam and Valerie. Ring in the new year with HSN. Now through Monday.
They just gave me a piece of paper right here that's telling me how darn cold it is. I know how cold it is. It's cold in Florida, guys. And if it's cold in Florida, that means it's cold everywhere across the country. So this is the perfect opportunity for you to get a beautiful home decor piece of furniture that is also a zone infrared heater with beautiful display, beautiful features, and I have to say is gorgeous in wood tone. And even though we are in the dead of winter, $50 off on this price break. 5 FlexPay, less than $25.99 to get home. Free shipping and handling. Okay, are we gonna reveal how cold it is, Carrie McNally? Because I thought it was just the studios, but apparently it's bitter freezing everywhere right now.
Everywhere out there. Okay, here, let me run some of these by you. It's 21 degrees in New York City. Hey, how you doing? I'm freezing. In Minneapolis, don't you know, it's minus 11 in Minneapolis. It's 13 degrees in Boston. 28 degrees in Reston, Virginia. Chicago, it's 6. Oh. Green Bay is 0. Philadelphia is 23. And in Portland, Maine, way up there in lobster country, it's 9 degrees. This is the answer because you're so right, Valerie. This is a beautiful piece of furniture, but it's infrared heating technology. So it pulls that freezing cold air through the back. It goes up and around and over and under. These 8 stainless steel insulated infrared bulbs. What does that do? That means it heats a huge space in such a little unit that only weighs about 25 pounds. This will heat a space the size of a 2-car garage.
No way.
Yes, a 2-car garage. Now, the other part of it for you ladies out there in particular, it won't dry out the air in the room. Because infrared heating technology heats you or the items in the room, like the chair you're sitting in or the bed that you're sleeping in. You know, it warms your pets. If you have a cat or a dog, if you have a fur baby and you're within the sound of my voice, come back here. This is where they're gonna love to stay, right here. You have a dog or a cat, this is the spot. I bought one of these for my father. He's 92 years old, part of the greatest generation, a retired school teacher. He has a cat, Mookie. Guess where Mookie lives? Mookie lives right here. He sits and reads his book, and he sits right here. This is the greatest gift you can give somebody that's always cold, because it's the gift of warmth and comfort, and that to me is the definition of love, right? When you give, and it keeps on giving, by the way. It has all these features that you're gonna love. You have an LED display. You get the remote that works from like 100 feet away. It's a universal remote, so if you got more than one of these, the remote would work for any of the units that you have. You have a locking device which locks in the temperature. Here is your fan. You've got high, medium, and you can set it for eco, and it'll just keep the room at 68 degrees.
That's nice.
Yep, we want it at 76 in here because it's freezing in here. A timer. You can set this to turn on like a half an hour before you wake up in the morning.
Perfect.
Or to fire up about a half an hour before you get home at night. Up and down switch is manual here. And this is your oscillating fan. This oscillates so gently back and forth, and this is your on and off button. But it's all available with the remote, and this will operate from, again, over 100 feet away from the unit. A beautiful hardwood finished piece of furniture.
How solid it feels.
But completely cool to the touch with great safety features. If it's gonna fall over, guess what? It shuts off before it would even hit the ground.
That's amazing.
Isn't that cool?
So you're not worried, you're not stressed out, you're not freaking out. And I was just saying it's on wheels.
It's on wheels.
Which is completely discreet because I didn't see it. A lot of times when you see things on wheels, you like really see the wheels.
Totally.
But this could totally serve as your end table. This is the lowest price we've ever had it. And we're not selling it in July, Carrie.
Right, yeah.
Right, we're not selling it when it's not the most necessary thing in your home because we don't need to heat up the whole home in order to be comfortable in our own space.
My mom, I was raised by a single mom, and she's very frugal, and she taught us that frugility, right? Being frugal is a sign of intelligence, right? So here's the deal with
I must be brilliant.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the deal with zone heating, right? And you can look this up on the US Department of Energy.org, okay? If you lower the temperature in your co-op condominium or your house by just 3 to 5 degrees, you will save hundreds of dollars per year on heating costs. Well, guess what? Where do you spend most of your time? Pretty much in the kitchen living room area, right?
Yep.
Or if you put one of these in that area, remember, it's gonna heat a space the size of a 2-car garage. Now, you set it for 72 degrees, take the thermometer in the house down to 68.
Yeah.
This pays for itself probably in the first season alone.
Absolutely. Okay, we are very, very busy on the phone lines. This is our final quantity of the season. Over half of our quantity has been spoken for, and it is our lowest price ever. It does have all these wonderful safety features. It is so feature rich, and it's $25.99 to get it home. Free shipping and handling. This is a piece of home decor furniture. Looks beautiful. I love that large display. So easy to read, right? And then you're also getting that eco setting. So if you just want to set it for a nice, comfortable 68, you can do that as well. Safety features, don't worry if anybody's running through the house, knocking it over, it'll automatically turn off. It does have a washable air filter, so you can keep it really circulating that really nice clean air. And then it comes on wheels. So if you do want to move it from room to room, maybe you can only afford to get one today, that's perfectly fine. But do pick up one because this beautiful wood finish, everybody's gonna be like, where did you get this? And I love the fact that you can shop from the comfort of your own home. You're getting a great sale item. You're getting something you're gonna use all season, all year long, and we're gonna ship this to you for free.
Well, and the other part of it too is I had this question in an email right before I came on the air. I was, putting it on Facebook that I was gonna be on the air, and they asked me, can we send this to my grandmother, or can I send this to my daughter?
Sure. Absolutely.
They can pay for it on the phone, right? And then we can send it right to them.
Absolutely. I do it all the time. Yeah, I'll buy something for a family member and then I'll have it shipped to them, so you can make that choice. Just talk to your operator about it. But because we are kind of celebrating our new year and new you, if you don't have our HSN credit card, I want to give you a little hint, a little tip, a little secret. If you want to sign up for our HSN credit card today, we're going to give you up to $20 towards your first single item purchase. Sweet. Which would make this be about $110. We'll still do the flex pay and break up your payments. We'll still ship it to you for free. And there's lots of great VIP benefits that we do throughout the year, including extra flex on like beauty. We have great offers in electronics all the time with our VIP financing. So what a great way to jump in. And this is such a pretty piece that if you could get two, I could see this in a bedroom, I could see this in a guest room, but because it's on wheels, don't forget, you can move it around.
We use this as a nightstand, right?
Perfect.
And if you have a cat or a dog, this is where they're gonna live. They're gonna love this, but it's completely cool to the touch. So you could have a plant up here, you could put a book here, you could have a telephone, you could put anything you want up here and not worry about it, but it's completely cool to the touch. If I take the temperature with this laser thermometer of the top of the unit, it will read 70 degrees, because that's basically what it is here in the studio. But they keep it cool in the studio, right? But now let's take the temperature of the air coming out of the unit. That's 178 degrees. And that's why when I say it's completely benign, it's not gonna hurt you, but it's gonna heat a space up to a 2-car garage. We live in a church, basically a church. It was built in 1926, it was turned into a home in 2005. We have 18-foot ceilings. Wow. Our living room is where the congregation was.
That's so
where
cool,
the altar
Carrie.
was,
I didn't know that about
is
you.
our kitchen.
That's cool.
And I make heavenly dishes there. Thank you. But the fact of the matter is, we have one of these in our great room.
Right.
That's our living room and our kitchen. That's all we need.
That's it.
And it's just, if you don't like it, send it back. I think you'll love it.
You're
and
gonna
if you
love it.
send it directly to someone, like I said, I sent this to my father who's 92 years old, and he absolutely loves it. It's one of those deals where if I'm visiting with him and we go to the movies, he wears like 2 sweaters and a jacket because he's just always cold. He's 92 years old. If you send this to someone that you love, they will absolutely adore you for it because it is warmth and comfort.
I love all the customizable features.
Yeah.
I love that it comes with a remote. And actually, if you read the reviews, every single review is a perfect 5-star. So that just goes to tell you at $180, this is fine quality furniture made with real wood with 8 infrared heating elements. So that means it's not just kind of like this basic heater that you would buy, which right now, if you go to those stores, they're charging you full price because they know you want it, because they know you need it.
Or they're sold out,
Or
they're coil heaters. We're gonna show you this animation again. And remember, it's subcutaneous heating. What does that mean? It's from the inside out. It's sort of, no matter how cold it is, but if you step out into the sun, you're warmed by that infrared heat because it warms you from the inside out. The coil on the bottom, that's a no, because that's an electric coil. That also dries out the air that, you know, in the room that you're in. So it's gonna dry out your skin, ladies. It dries out your eyes, your sinuses.
Your hair.
This heats objects in the room because it's benign infrared heating technology. So it's going to heat you. It heats the cat or the dog. It heats the chair that you're sitting in, the bed that you're sleeping in, the couch that you're chilling out on. It really warms that whole room because it heats objects as opposed to heating and drying out the air in the room.
You know, I'm standing here and I'm not standing super close to it, but you can feel just the warmth kind of just enveloping you in this really soft way. Like it's not blowing heat at me. I'm not worried that I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna burn standing next to it. It just has this really nice soft oscillation, and the heat is really an enveloping heat.
Yes, exactly.
It's so different.
Yeah, and we keep studios in the TV business freezing cold for a couple of reasons. Most importantly, there's all this equipment and all of these lights. I'm probably looking at about 2 dozen lights, maybe 3 dozen lights, and you've been doing this your whole life as well. It's 70 degrees in here despite all of the lights because the air conditioner is cranking. Well, guess what? This is really comfortable right here and right now because of this tiny little unit. And if you look around, this place is huge.
Right.
I mean, this studio is absolutely enormous. And people come in when I get to present this item and they go, I'm gonna go into the studio where Carrie is and just warm up, for heaven's sakes, because it's absolutely freezing here at the HSN studios.
I wanna give you the dimensions on it because a lot of you are picking up too. So if you're thinking of this as your bedside table or your end tables, it is going to be about 15 inches in the length. It's gonna be just under 13 inches wide, and then it just stands about 20 inches tall. So I love that. It's that perfect height that you can put a table lamp on there, you can put your books, you can put anything you want, a frame, and it doesn't have a huge footprint, but it gives a lot of heat.
It will heat a space the size of a 2-car garage.
That's
now, I know we only have like 5 minutes left. Can we show the map again? Because it is absolutely bitterly cold out there. And all the folks that I know, and one of my best friends has a master's degree and he's a meteorologist at a CBS affiliate. And he says it's going to be one of the worst winters on record. But look at these temperatures, and I'll rattle these off. I have these actually on my phone, and it's 9 degrees in Portland, Maine, 45 degrees in Seattle, Washington on the left portion of your screen. Philadelphia is 23. It's 0 degrees in Green Bay, 6 degrees in Chicago, 28 degrees in Virginia. It's minus 11 in Minneapolis.
Yikes.
And it's 21 degrees in New York City. And they're talking about maybe snow this week.
They are.
In Florida. Now that gets us excited, but you know what? It's still really, really cold all across the United States. This is an investment in warmth, comfort, and if you send this to somebody, they will absolutely love you for it, because if you know somebody that's kind of always cold, we're kind of grumpy, right? Our joints ache. It's not cool. It's not good, right? It's really nice to be comfortable and warm.
Absolutely, and because of the nice small footprint, think about a studio apartment, assisted living. If you know anyone that just got a new home that maybe doesn't even have central air and heat, this is absolutely perfect. And just like Carrie said, you can ship it to them, give them a nice housewarming gift. We're doing our lowest price ever. Not only have we taken $50 off, we're also taking care of the shipping for you, which is nearly another $20 savings. That's $70 back in your pocket that you get to spend wherever you want, but you only have to put down $25 in change for us to ship it to you. Get it home right now when it's bitter cold outside. And can we just mention one more time about the features about the timer and the remote control? Because my producer was talking in my ear about, oh my gosh, I need this in the morning before I go into the bathroom because of how cold it is.
Yeah, so it's really easy to operate, but you can do everything with the remote. Now you have a couple of buttons here, pretty basic. That looks like a padlock because it's a lock. You can lock in that temperature nobody else can touch it, you can put it, actually create your own code. This is your fan. So you can put it on high, medium, or eco. Eco will just keep that room right at 68 degrees. This looks like a clock because it's a timer. You can set it to go off, let's say a half an hour before you wake up in the morning, or a half an hour before you come home from work, right? Up and down, that's pretty basic. And this is your oscillating fan. You can either turn that on or off. And if it's on, it slowly goes back and forth. Here's your on and off switch, but everything works with the remote.
Great.
That's included, and it'll work from about 100 feet away from it. Now, we also had a question coming into our producer, how close to the wall can we put it? Well, the air, as we'll show you in the animation, is pulled in through the back. So don't have it right against the wall, give it a little bit of room, but that will allow that cold air to come in through the back, up, over, and around those stainless steel, eight stainless steel infrared bulbs, and that's what's gonna heat a room the size of a 2-car garage.
And it's cool to the touch, right? Because it's different than those coils. A lot of times when you look at buying, quote unquote, like a space here, first off, they're ugly, they're clunky. A lot of times they're in metal housing, and you don't want to have them. They don't have the emergency, tip-off switch. This is cool to the touch, so you have to worry about your animals or your children, but it's just giving this with it's like a hug. It's like a big, warm hug.
I love that. It's a fancy word, subcutaneous. That just means inside out. When you walk out in a really cold, on a cold day, but then the sun hits you and you feel warm to your core. That's what infrared heating technology is. It's state of the art. Again, we'll take the temperature of the top of the unit, right, live on the air with this laser thermometer. It's actually gotten cooler. It was 70 degrees before. That's how cold it is in here. But now we'll take a temperature reading of the air. That's up to 217 degrees Fahrenheit.
But look, I've got my hand on it, and my hand's not burning. It's completely cool to the touch. It's really amazing. All right, we are in our final quantity.